MatchPoint Snow, the social approach to serious collaboration. When rolling out collaboration in enterprise, there are a number of key factors to be considered to ensure a successful implementation, other than the choice of the platform and its functionality, that is. In particular, conceptual topics and their implementation might lead to considerable effort. Now there are vendors like Jive who have thoroughly thought about all these topics and who offer an out-of-the-box solution including everything. If you would like to do the same with SharePoint, it might take considerably longer. One could argue that those two solutions are not comparable because Jive is a potential black box and a data silo, Jive is like a foreign object in a Microsoft environment, and SharePoint is far more flexible and can be better integrated. But more and more companies avoid lengthy projects, and even though SharePoint is already deployed, it is a fact that companies opt for Jive or other collaboration platforms. With MatchPoint Snow, we proudly announce our brand new enterprise collaboration solution for SharePoint 2013. Developed in close collaboration with our strategic partner InfoCentric, MatchPoint Snow enables you to roll out SharePoint-based collaboration comparably fast as with Jive, but with all the advantages of SharePoint, on-premise and in the cloud. In other words, MatchPoint Snow melds InfoCentric's and Colygon's entire experience in information logistics, user experience design, information architecture, and governance in a solution that can be installed and used on any SharePoint environment. And there is one more thing, but that I'll tell you at the very end. So what do you get with MatchPoint Snow? Well, Colygon and InfoCentric have already done the work you normally would do in your SharePoint project and have implemented the outcome into one configurable solution package. Just to give you an impression of what that means, InfoCentric and Colygon together have made an effort for MatchPoint Snow worth several hundreds of man-days of conception, solution development, technology, and know-how. Now you are certainly curious what MatchPoint Snow will be like. Here you go. Honestly, when did your SharePoint portal welcome you as warmly as this? First of all, Snow is much about user experience. The Snow UI has been designed according to Metro guidelines. It is characterized by clean lines and touch-friendly controls. But unlike other solutions, its entire design has been broken down and implemented using MatchPoint components, which means it is configurable and can be adapted to individual needs. The underlying functionality is 100% based on SharePoint and MatchPoint. Right from the start, it becomes clear what we mean by interaction design. New users are completely guided and can start immediately to use Snow's powerful features. Step by step, they can discover the platform and learn on the go. MatchPoint Snow provides an information-centric portal with 4 perspectives on personalized content. As a user, I have a good overview and can navigate easily. The timeline aggregates all activities around me and shows them in chronological order. It is based on the SharePoint 2013 social features as for now and will integrate Yammer eventually. The workspace perspective is Snow's structural view, as content is structured in virtual workspaces. The content perspective is an aggregation of all content across all workspaces based on fast search. Last but not least, the people perspective shows me my connections to colleagues and their content. Besides that, Snow offers a powerful context search as well as a number of dashboards to evaluate content and usage based on personal, team, management, governance, and administrative criteria. As a matter of course, Snow can easily be extended by further areas. Snow's 4 perspectives are all built on the same principle. The midfield is dominated by content, in this view the workspaces. displayed in a clean, actionable list. The left wing provides an intuitive, context-sensitive filter navigation. The right wing shows in its upper half a context-specific action panel, as well as recommended content in its lower half. It provides the user with the most relevant functions at any time and is a broadening experience to discover trending content and suggested people. Finally, users can give feedback to the Snow platform administrator at any time. All perspectives have a switch display providing My, All, and Followed options like Yammer. They can be searched and sorted. Content can be followed, shared, and commented. Callouts show important details about content without the need to actually open it. For example, the most recent documents and tasks of a workspace can be seen in a callout without opening the workspace. Depending on the perspective, the midfield provides specific functionality. As an example, the content view can be pre-filtered by content type, like documents, tasks, discussions, and so on. All names are linked to the corresponding people profile, and all workspace titles link to the corresponding workspace. The display is configurable and can be adapted to individual needs without coding, for example, to display additional information or to provide additional functions. All views are search-based and can be filtered according to various configurable criteria. Some are context-specific, such as type, author, or creation date in the content perspective, or functional role or skill in the people perspective. But MatchPoint Snow also provides global categorization. Out of the box, all objects stored in Snow, which means people, content, workspaces, activities, and so on, can be linked to 4 business-relevant categories: customer, product, location, and unit. Since the MatchPoint filter component can be configured for individual needs, additional filter categories can be added based on managed metadata or other SharePoint properties. The out-of-the-box business classification categories provided by MatchPoint Snow represent the 4 most important categories out of Colygon's star classification. Our star classification is a patent-pending technology based on the assumption that any company, and thereby any content created by a company, can be entirely described by 5 main classification categories, which are organization, process, product, geography, and relations. All other classification categories are subsets of those 5 main categories and can be used for further refinement. MatchPoint Snow uses this classification technology to automatically categorize content. Unlike other solutions, Snow relieves the users of the burden of manual tagging by implementing classification as an intrinsic part of the application logic and information architecture. Background processes constantly update metadata according to rules, processes, and events and keep them consistent across the entire life cycle. On a technical level, the implementation of Snow's automatic classification capabilities is based on a SharePoint taxonomy. All SharePoint objects are massively enriched with contextual metadata, which leads to a dramatic improvement of search capabilities and information quality. This has an effect not only on search results, but also on the capability to personalize views and dashboards and to surface semantic relations. As you can see here, this is the base taxonomy of MatchPoint Snow in detail. Worth to be mentioned, workspace container and role objects, as well as all governance parameters needed to efficiently manage the Snow platform, are all mapped to metadata. This opens undreamt of possibilities for search-based solutions and information management. Practically speaking, all important properties of workspaces, users, and content can be globally defined and easily managed. Permissions are based on business roles that can be configured in our workspace templates. Important administrative tasks, such as workspace approval, management of access restrictions, decommissioning, or review, can be pre-configured and controlled based on metadata and workflows. Further possibilities to reuse this concept are content targeting and personalization based on organizational criteria, functions and roles, and prioritization. The workspaces in Snow are based on templates. MatchPoint Snow provides 3 templates out of the box: Team, Community, and Project, as shown here. Additional workspace templates can be created using the MatchPoint Snapshot feature, with the possibility to further adapt a snapshot to individual needs. All workspaces benefit from one global governance concept, the global categorization according to business topics, and the global information architecture of MatchPoint Snow. The latter is based on Microsoft best practices and optimized for high performance and scalability. In particular, MatchPoint Snow is compliant with the Microsoft Product Line Architecture (PLA) for SharePoint for environments for up to 300,000 users. Workspaces can also be provisioned directly to Office 365 using our optional Office 365 connector. Content from Office 365 workspaces is then aggregated back into the Snow portal, providing a unified experience in hybrid cloud environments. In a Snow workspace, content is arranged in several areas. Unlike the aggregated views in the Snow portal, the workspace physically stored contents. Depending on the workspace template, the areas can be individually defined. And if users would like to create a new content in his workspace, he will get complete guidance by a Snow wizard. As you can see, our usability concept is a continuous line throughout the entire Snow platform. With this approach, workspace templates can be created and integrated into MatchPoint Snow at your discretion. Imagine to walk through your company and keep on onboarding your processes to the new platform. The impact will be considerably higher than after the usual cleanups of your file servers. Snow enables you for the first time to unify all those tiny collaborative processes on one single technology because it makes it so easy. Just think of the benefits in terms of increased productivity or knowledge management. In other words, MatchPoint Snow provides your organization with process-specific workspaces based on templates. It's almost as easy as cookie cutting. As mentioned in my intro, there is one more important thing about MatchPoint Snow. It is free. You can download Snow and test it, even use it, as long as you are not modifying it. To build your individually tailored MatchPoint Snow enterprise collaboration platform, you need the normal MatchPoint license. As mentioned in my intro, there is one more important thing about MatchPoint Snow. It is free. You can download Snow and test it, even use it, as long as you are not modifying it. To build your individually tailored MatchPoint Snow enterprise collaboration platform, you just need a normal MatchPoint license. To support you during implementation and maintenance of the Snow platform, more than 40 MatchPoint partners in Switzerland and other countries are at your service. MatchPoint Snow will be released in Q4 2013. If you want us to keep you posted and be amongst the first ones to test drive Snow, please use our pre-registration. With a little luck, you could even win a MatchPoint license for 100 users, including one application server worth 10,000 Swiss francs if you register before the 31st of July 2013. Thank you very much for your attention and see you on MatchPoint Snow.